Welcome to Watch Stock Market Watch, May 23, and this is Michelle. Okay, first let us see the U.S. market. U.S. stock finished the lower Monday, giving up early gains as the prospect that interest rate may raise as soon as next month, which on the utilities shares. So the May index drifted between the slight gains and losses for the most of day as U.S. market locking their second lowest trading volume this year. So for the Dow Jones today is down 8.01 points by 0.1%, and the close at 17492.93. To log is the further dropped in the past 5 days. And for the S&P, is S&P 500 today is dropped 4.28 points by 0.21 percentage, and lower at 2048.04, and it's second lowest in the past 3 days. And the utilities sector was the worst performance of the index today. And for the Nasdaq, it slipped 3.78 points by 0.08 percentage, and closed at 4765.78. Also, it's a second drop in the 3 days. And what's the key information today is also around interest rate hiking expectation. So from this chart, you can see it very clearly. The interest rate hiking expectation of June is 30%, and for the July is 58%. Because most of the people think for the June is too fast, just a half month to go. So the number of the economic is not enough let the federal to decide either increase the interest or not. So in the July, the expectation is more higher than June. So July is 58%. For the September, it's much more higher. It's 66%. And right now, we go to the chart. And from the chart, you can see it's very clearly. This is Dow Jones. From the Dow Jones, we said this is shoulder pattern. So that means this is a short-term peak for the Dow Jones. And right now, we can see the recent 4 days is almost going to the sideway, because they get the support from the former lower point. So this lower point is a breakthrough. So this one is a breakthrough already. So right now is this former lower point to give the support for the Dow Jones right now. And from the China, we also could find it. And from the Dow Jones is working in the downtrend channel. And from the downtrend channel, I told you before is the bottom line give the support for the price. So as well as the last Thursday is catch the lower um, line, lower channel. So right now get support to give up a little bit. And another thing is from the volume. You can see the S&P 500 from the volume. You also can see this is much lower of the recent 3 months. And right now is also the pattern is exactly the Dow Jones pattern. And for today, there is one share we need to mention is the beginning. You saw that is iPods, because the iPod have the new very good news that one of their supplier will give a new they call the organic LED. So initial is OLED. This is a new material for the screen. So for Apple, it's exactly good news for today. But right now, we need to see one indicator called MCD, and from the MCD you can find. Let me explain you first. In the MCD they have 6 color. There is green chips, yellow chips, and red chips. They also have 3 lines. For the green chip is locked money. So that means in that day, the locked is like this one. And here have the percentage from 0 to 100%. So one candlestick is matched to 100%. So the yellow chips is means the house money. That is intraday trader or small mutual funds money. And for the red one, it's a banker's money. It's a big fish money in the market. So for example, like this day, this candlestick, and the date is March 29, 2016. And from that, you can see it very clearly. For the locked money, it's more about the retailers' money. It's only like 5%. And the most is the yellow bar. And the yellow bar around uh, 60%, and from the red bar you can see it's around 30%. So that means that in that day, the most people control this share is what? Is the mutual funds. It's a hot money, mutual funds. And right now you can see it's very clearly since that this is the increase clean up the locked money and the money be locked is decreased, and as well as this decrease and banker money in, then we will find a big wrap like the middle term uptrend. So right now only the short term uptrend, and because this is a big gap which is created by the Q1 finance report. So we all know the gap will have the let me draw you. The gap have the resistance for the future or support, because right now its candlestick is below the gap. So the gaps, the bottom line of the gap is have the resistance for the shares. So if you want to follow the IPOs, as well as it's increased to the gap, so that is around 98. The price is around 98. You will take it more carefully, because they will have the resistance here, and the risk is much higher than this period. And for the Canada market today, because it's Victoria Day, so we still in the holiday. They only have a few hours, so tomorrow we'll go for work. So have a good sleep. So if you want to get the video by free to know what's happened in the stock market and why it's getting increase, why it's dropped down, and what is the big news of the today, you can follow my video. And my Facebook is initial of stock market watch is SIW Michelle Wang. So you can follow my Facebook. I will put my YouTube link on Facebook every day. And if you have any question about technical analysis, or you want me to analyze for you about your shares, you also can email me your question to my michellehomleycanada@gmail.com. Okay, that is today's work. So see you tomorrow. Bye.